Hey everyone, Token Dave over here. Dorky Token Black Guy who's just trying to get by. And welcome to another edition of Comic Book Origins. Here, I explain the first appearance of a superhero or villain directly from the source comic book material, having little or nothing to do with how they first appear in a movie or a TV series. A lot of times in movies or shows, there's a blink and you miss it moment. You see this all the time, and particularly the MCU has a lot of blink and you miss it moments, especially if you don't know what you're looking for. And Black Panther is a prime example of that. It was a blink and you miss it moment about Black Panther when they talked about a brief moment of Wakanda in Captain America: First Avenger. There was also a blink and you miss it moment in the Avengers movie where they had the map of Wakanda. It became pretty well known that basically Black Panther was going to be in the MCU when they literally went to Wakanda in Avengers: Age of Ultron. And basically, so it was only a matter of time before Black Panther would come to the MCU. However, Black Panther has a blink and you miss it villain whom is very cool, that despite he was in one of the more recent ones, not many people talk about him because there was a blink and you miss it moment. And this particular character is named Sombre and everything. And Sombre is one of the Black Panther villains that was not around very long, but his first appearance was pretty cool. So this video might be I'm hoping this video is a little bit shorter because basically, his first appearance is very brief. But I might just talk about his short canon. So basically, let's talk about Sombre. So who is he? Well, he first appears in Jungle Action issue number 12. And basically, Sombre appears as basically a guy that has a cat-like mask, but with huge fangs and a long purple robe. And essentially, Sombre is a bit of a mystic. He's like a witch doctor, But the thing is, he's a witch doctor that actually controls some of the mystics of a different deity that is actually worshipped in Wakanda. You see, Wakanda, they actually worship multiple deities. We hear about Bass a lot because Bass is a panther god, right? However, there are a couple of other gods in Wakanda that are not as major religions. And another major deity is actually the gorilla god, which, basically is, the gorilla god is actually worshipped by M'Baku, whom is known as Man-Ape, who you will see in the Black Panther movie. However, we have this twisted priest in Sombre who also worships the gorilla god, but he does so in a more twisted way. But that's going a little bit into the character's background a little bit. Let's talk about his first appearance. So he appears in issue number 12, and he is approached by Killmonger and King Kavdar, whom I talked about in the last comic book origin. Now, when he appears before them, you see that in another panel later, couple of pages later, he is actually experimenting on King Kavdar and because out of Eric Killmonger's request in what's known as the Resurrection Altar, which the Resurrection Altar is used to actually either basically give people enhanced abilities more so. This is what Killmonger is trying to act, but Killmonger feels that the Resurrection Altar will give him greater physical strength so he could demolish Black Panther, because he's already able to do so in hand-to-hand combat, but he's still power mad and he wants more power, physical power as well as power to rule over Wakanda. However, his experimentation Sombre experimentation on King Cadver is interrupted by Black Panther, whom he encounters Killmonger and gets fucked up again by Killmonger. And as he, and despite this ass whooping that he gets, he is still able to get back on his feet, and he's about to attack Killmonger, but then somebody comes from behind, touches Black Panther, and knocks him out. And that's pretty much it for his first appearance, However, in the next issue, later on in the issue, we see that Black Panther wakes up and he is surrounded by a pack of wolves, and basically, he has to fight off these wolves. And he is actually in a mountainous region somewhere, which goes into issue 13, where after he defeats the wolves, he is trying to still track down Killmonger, and then he encounters basically two of his henchmen, and his henchmen tell him that Killmonger is gone. He's actually, Killmonger is gone, and that basically, he is still trying to track him down. And within trying to track down Killmonger, Sombre is left behind again, and he is actually basically calling upon some of his, pretty much he's calling upon basically the white gorillas he controlled, but these gorillas look really demonic and everything. They have fangs, sharp fangs and sharp claws, and there's this one really huge one and everything. And basically, Sombre says, T'Challa, I knew you were following me, I knew you were following me you were following Killmonger, trying to get to him, but I'm in the way, and this freaking huge-ass demonic gorilla that I control, that I conjured up, he's going to kill you. T'Challa fights that demonic gorilla, and it's a brutal battle as well. And then basically he kills that gorilla by knocking him off a cliff and impaling him on a giant bone of a dead skeletal remains of an animal. And this goes into issue 14, where basically, T'Challa is now tracking Sombre because Sombre is hot on his trail. Now, Sombre himself, I have to state this. Despite his appearance, his ability to, knock someone out with a touch, his ability to conjure up and he can have a mental link with these demonic-looking white gorillas, Sombre is still human. And he has a face with fangs and, a cat-like mask, but it's smeared onto his face thanks to him using the resurrection altar. Anywho, Black Panther encounters Sombre in a swamp, and these two have a really quick battle where Black Panther knocks Sombre into quicksand, and then Sombre actually sinks to his death. So that's the original appearance of Sombre, covering 3 issues. I just had to expand it out because, his first appearance in issue 12 is fairly quick. But Sombre actually appears in, I keep forgetting if it's issue 36 and 37, when they brought back the Black Panther series, in the early 2000s. And Sombre is one of those characters that's really cool that they could actually expand upon his characters. Black Panther was given an interesting rogues gallery, but no one's actually really brought all of them back or expanded upon them. I'm hoping with his new popularity and with the movie coming out that the writers actually decide to do this, bring back a lot of these original villains and expand upon them. But have you heard of Sombre? If you have, please let me know, or if this is your first impression of him. Drop me a comment below and tell me if you've heard of him or not, or if you are aware of him, or if there are other Black Panther characters that you feel that I should talk about in the near future. Also, give me a like, follow me on Facebook at Token Dave, or on Twitter at TokenDave80, subscribe, and ring that bell so you know when a new video loads. But until then, this has been Token Dave, Dorky Token Black Guy who's just trying to get by, and I'll catch all of you later.